you can go ahead and click on all products if you want to import them. Best way to do that is to add a couple of products manually to get the correct import Excel file or CSV file so that you can import them back into Shopify correctly. So go ahead and click on all products, and then you're going to click on export. And then you have current page is obviously my 2 products here. You can just select all products. Say for instance you have 300 or 400 products in there, you get all the products. Selected products would be obviously whatever you select, and then current search. Say you did a search in here for all products with the name shampoo, and you can do current search. Okay, so I'm going to do all products, a CSV file. I'm just going to go ahead and export that. It's going to go ahead and email me a CSV file. Once I get that, I'm going to click on the actual attachment. It'll download the CSV file, and then I'm going to open it in Excel or Numbers. In my case, it's Numbers. I'm using a Mac. Okay, so now I've opened up the CSV file, product export in Numbers. If you notice it says handle, notice it says silk conditioner. So if you look at my product here, it says silk conditioner, right? If I go ahead and click on silk conditioner, what it's going to do is for the handles, it's always going to put a dash in between the names. So this said silk conditioner blue with spaces, it'd be silk dash conditioner dash blue. So if you have names that are multiple words, you're going to want to put hyphens in between them, right? So say for instance I'm going ahead and add another product on here. In this case I would do, like say for instance it's going to be I don't know, let's do moisturizer, right? So I can do silk dash moisturizer dash brown dash hair, right? So that would be my handle so that the Shopify can understand what the actual name of this is going to be. This is the product name, the title here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, expand this just a little. This makes life a little bit easier. Notice these are spaces here. This is for this product. These are actually the variants of that. So I'll show you this entire thing. Before I finish going through here, I'll just show you what the rest of these things are, and then we'll import this back into Shopify. So the handle is going to be, with the spaces in there, the dashes in there. It's very important you put those in there. Okay. Next is the title, which is the actual product name itself, and then you have the body HTML, which is the description. So you can put HTML in there. So if you want to make it look really nice in the HTML editor and then put it in there, you can. If you notice, I have these links in here to see the CDN, right, where I uploaded my image. Well, in Shopify, when you upload any images, it puts it into the file settings underneath settings, and then file uploads, and all of your images are uploaded to Shopify with direct references to the URL, okay, of what it is and what the size is. So I'm going to tab over a couple. The next thing is the vendor. So say you have different vendors, you can put those in here. I'll usually just copy those and move it down to the next line. This is my product. I'm going to go ahead and copy this description just for the hell of it too, for this other product. Doesn't really matter. Stick it here. And then if you notice it says silk moisturizer brown hair, that says silk conditioner, that says shampoo. So I would just put in silk, if I can spell it, moisturizer, right, brown hair. Alright. And there you go. Okay, so the next tab over, if you look at these, here's your vendor, right, Cool Wears, and then type, conditioner, shampoo. This one's moisturizer. We don't have one yet, so we'll just make one. Okay. Here are the tags. You can add them in here as well, so I could just make whatever tags I want. I'll just throw in beauty, moisturizer, right? Is it published? Is it going to be live, true or false? So if I can actually upload all these products and not make them active, I could say false, but I want it to be active. I'm going to go ahead and select true. Size is one of my variants. I don't have any variants for this new product that I'm putting in, so I don't have to worry about that. I could leave it blank. Default title, 664 milliliter. If you notice, these are the actual drop downs on the product. So by looking at our previous product, those are the things in the drop down. Each of them has its own SKU, each of them has its own variant grams. So Shopify does weight based on grams. So this 454 is actually a pound. Okay, so if you're going to put the weights in here, you have to put them in grams. It's kind of a pain, but if you just multiply whatever it is by 454 for pounds, say it's 2 pounds, it's 2 times 454, right? 3 pounds, etc., 4 pounds, etc., okay? So I'll go ahead and put the SKU in because I'll just make up a SKU, whatever the SKU is going to be, and then I want it to be 1 pound, so 454, right? And then your inventory tracker, you're going to make Shopify. You have deny for these inventory policies, manual. You could leave some of this defaulted, so I just copy them over, paste them in there. The price, I don't have a price for the variant price, but it is the actual main price. It's kind of weird. It should just say price, but it says variant price. So this is the actual first variant on that product, second, third, right? But if I look at a single product by itself without variants, it's 25 bucks, right? So that's the actual price of the product, right? So now I say, for instance, I want the moisturizer to be 30 bucks. And then this is your compare price. So this is the was. So if you're doing a sale and the product was 50 bucks, you'd stick it in here. And then would have the cross out through the 50 and show the 30. All right, next one over. It requires shipping, true or false. You're going to put true. If it's taxable, true. Right, boom, boom. Copy, paste. Now, when you get into the images, if you know what your images are in here, you're going to want to paste them in here. So say, for instance, this moisturizer, right? I know that the moisturizer in my store is X, right? So I would go to settings, kind of a pain. You go in here, you go to files, and then you can look for the moisturizer. So I'll just type in moist, whatever. I don't think any of the products are actually named out. I'm just gonna pick one. So I'll just grab, I'll grab this first one. So here's my product, right? I'll copy that. So you can upload all your images in here and then get all the references, and then there's really no way to export all the image files unless you use like an API or an app or something, right? So this is basically a way of doing it manually. So it kind of negates the process of adding all the products, but you can add them all in and go add the images later manually. So I want this image to be this guy right here, okay? Image position 1 because it's the first one. Image alt text, always put your alt text in there. Okay, so I'm going to put moisture. I did miss one up there. So let me fix that one. And so I'll put this in here. I'm going to put in moisturizer. And it's only showing shampoo because that's the image I have. Gift card false. All right, and then SEO title, description. You're going to want to fill those out too. I didn't do those in the video, but you're going to want to fill those out yourself as well. There are apps out there that'll use the title and the description of your product and stuff like that. You can make it do that way, or you can do it in the code. But it's usually easier to just do it yourself. So you can make the title, moisturizer, and then explain what it is. Wonderful, full moisturizer, right? Blah 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 blah. Okay. If it's a Google Shopping product category, you can put that in there. This is all kind of advanced stuff. If you have your Google Shipping shopping setup, sorry. Let's keep going down here. Variant image. So these would be, for instance, if I had, now notice this is the shampoo, and then there's 2 drop downs, right? So each one of them had their own image. I don't need it for the main image or the main product. Like if it's just a product without drop downs, I don't have to put this in here. Okay. LB, just leave it there as pounds. Okay. Tax code, don't have to worry about it, and then you put in your cost if you want, so you know that it costs you $8 for this. That's for your own tracking, $9, whatever. So now I filled out all those fields, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and save this. Finished. Now I need to export it, right, as a CSV file. Let it go. I'll rename it here. Let me just do product export. Just call it new. There we go. So now I've exported the CSV file. So the last step is to go into Shopify and then re-import it. So I go to products, go to import. So this is important. Replace any current products that have the same handle. Existing values will be used. So if you're updating products, you're going to want to select this checkbox. If you're adding new products and you know it doesn't conflict with any of the ones in the store, you just deselect it and go ahead and select choose. So I want to update the ones that I had in there because I added some whatever, right? So I'll choose the file. Upload the file. It's going to start matching stuff up, the title, Here's my, so it's letting me know that some of the stuff's good to go. Start the import. And then if it fails, it'll let you know. If it's successful, it'll let you know. So products imported. So that was pretty quick. And so you notice it says it's 0 in stock. So we're tracking the inventory, but we didn't actually give it a stock message, right? So if you look at our product here, we got 0 in stock, right? We've imported our products, but there's no stock, and we're tracking our inventory. So what we need to do is actually give this a stock message. So say I have 300 products in here with 0 stock, they're not going to show up in my store, okay? Or they're going to show as sold out. So next up, what I need to do is go to inventory. And it says pick your, look. Some people have multiple locations. Leave your default, whatever your default address is there. Okay. So if you look at this, I got 0, right? So I can increase my inventory here, but I want to do a bunch of them at the same time, right? So I'm going to go ahead and select all these guys. Or I can just select the one if I wanted to change it. But let's just do all of them, say that I don't have inventory. So I can edit them however I want, create, transfer, etc. But what I want to do is I want to export them. So I can do this selected, I could do selected 5 variants, or I can do all variants, or current page, or whatever. So I'm going to do all variants, and then it says all locations. I can just choose mine. I have overload in here too, just as a tester. But so we'll do CSV file. We'll go ahead and export all variants, right? So that means all products, basically. So it's going to email me the CSV file, which I'll download.